told me that you was gonna show me what you can do with Tank. You always kept telling me, Tank, Tank, Tank. You see what I can do with Tank. Listen, brother, you see what I done did with my son. If you really, that's what you really been whispering. But when
Tell them they're still on that side. If we ain't fighting each other, keep my name out y'all mouth, bro.
It's about to get crazier as Gervonta Tank Davis has fired some explosive shots at Bill Haney for disrespecting Floyd Mayweather on an Instagram live session. It's not the first time he'll be doing this, but this time he's trolled Bill Haney brutally and mercilessly for making a mess of his idol's boxing career. The boxing world never saw this coming, as Gervonta Davis just pulled a shocker, and his claims have been said to be the needed words that'll eventually force Bill Haney into silence. Let's check it out.
I feel like, listen, I've been knowing you for hella long, but I feel like you a bullshit ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's how I feel like it, me myself, personally. You know what I'm saying? By your act. And so, let me tell you, by your act.
Ryan is the best fighter he fought. So what is it about Ryan that made Gervonta feel like he was the best he fought?
I don't know. He shared a ring with him. Maybe he's part of our C-level fighters. C+.
Despite Devin Haney's embarrassing loss to Ryan Garcia, his father and trainer Bill Haney is not backing away from running his mouth. All through the career of his son Devin Haney, Bill Haney has never shied away from the public eye. As a result, he has even attracted more haters and naysayers to Devin than Devin himself. In fact, most boxing fans have a slight preference for Devin Haney due to his composure and easygoing tendencies. However, they've come to dislike him not necessarily because of anything wrong about him, but because of his father's talkativeness. Hence, they're often quick to queue up behind his opponents whenever a matchup is fixed.
Gervonta Davis or his team said he agreed that he was going to fight Devin. He was going to pull up on Devin. Don't you remember that? Why ask me that question?
What happened?
As an instance of his mischievous tendencies, during the build-up to the match between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, Bill Haney took an unconventional approach to promote the fight. In a desperate bid to sell tickets, he engaged in online banter, leaving fans intrigued and perhaps annoyed. Although, while his tactics were divisive, they undeniably drew attention. In another situation, rather than ignore Ryan Garcia's antics and focus on his son's readiness, Bill Haney made a candid claim about Ryan Garcia's antics. His claims were based on the fact that Garcia's flashy behavior won't lead to success in the long run. And while some found Bill's commentary entertaining, others viewed it as unnecessary noise in the boxing landscape. And when next he was calling out Ryan Garcia and his family members, Bill Haney didn't hold back in any way, discussing Henry Garcia, whom he dubbed the biggest pimp in the whole industry. His bold statements have raised eyebrows, and while they highlight his commitment to advocating for his son's career, his excessiveness has made him a nuisance, both to boxing fans and boxing professionals alike. In the realm of boxing, Bill Haney's words resonate far beyond the ring, making him a memorable figure. Well, a memorable figure for all the wrong reasons.
I feel like, listen, I've been knowing you for hella long, but I feel like you a bullshit ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's how I feel like it, me myself, personally. You know what I'm saying? By your act. And so, let me tell you, by your act.
His latest public call-out was aimed at none other than Floyd Mayweather, who confronted him face-to-face on Instagram Live, resulting in a disrespectful argument that got personal quickly. The altercation between Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been long overdue, after several events have seen both of them come at opposite ends of each other. Easily, they've had everything against each other, except a face-to-face confrontation. And that confrontation happened on an Instagram live session, and while the former allies obviously still have some tension to resolve, their frank and sometimes heated 10-minute video chat on Instagram seemed to reduce the strain. Haney and Mayweather clashed on a number of topics, including Mayweather's pro boxing record, how Devin Haney allegedly beat him in a sparring match, the issues between Gervonta Davis and Haney, and Mayweather's parenting. Haney, the father, manager, and trainer of the WBC super lightweight champion Devin Haney, understandably wasn't in the best of moods following his son's stunning majority decision loss to Ryan Garcia on Saturday night at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, where Garcia, 25-1, knocked down Haney, 31-1, with left hooks in the 7th, 10th, and 11th rounds. Devin Haney trained at the Mayweather Boxing Club in Las Vegas for years and was long mentored by Mayweather before ultimately leaving to seek his own path. While Mayweather promoted the unbeaten champion around the same age and weight class, Gervonta Tank Davis. Since then, Bill Haney has chided Mayweather for not supporting the underserved and needy around the streets of Las Vegas, while also declaring his son had accomplished more by the age of 25 than Mayweather, calling the Hall of Famer Mayweather PB, in a reference to how long he's known the retired 50-0 champion once nicknamed the Pretty Boy. Haney started the conversation with hostility by telling Mayweather he views him as a freaking idiot.
Under the lights, nigga. Every 50 of your opponents.
My record in life is undefeated.
Nigga, listen, huh? You said what? You said in life.
Following how he set the tone with immediate insults, he continued by undermining Floyd's 50-0 professional boxing record, while continuing to bring up how Devin Haney allegedly beat Mayweather in a sparring match. And he got just the perfect response from Floyd Mayweather, a former professional fighter who was on top of the world during his heydays and had mastered the art of face-offs and verbal battles. Floyd responded quite wittily, saying, "If your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm an under-the-lights type fighter. Bill, let me ask you a question. What's my record under the lights?"
It's gonna keep on continuing.
You need some help? You need some help with your son?
Have I ever needed your help for anything?
You need some help with your son?
Haney seemed to drift off sparring and boxing and asked Floyd even a more important question. "But listen, what's your record in life?" Bill Haney queried. Like Bill Haney was deaf the first time or was just pretending to be unaware of the obvious, Mayweather's reminded him of his exploits in the boxing ring and that those exploits are his exploits even in life. He responded, "My record in life is undefeated."
Well, you got the street. I learned from my dad not even be in the street. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburbs, Bill.
Listen,
But Haney wasn't here for boxing reasons. He came as a representative of the street, and he sure made that known to Mayweather. He said, "Flexing that nonsense 50-0, I'm 50-0 on these streets. I got love in these streets. To hell with your 50-0 with that boxing stuff. That stuff doesn't mean anything." And with the look of things, there's one thing that's consistent about Bill Haney. It is quite true and surprising that Bill Haney actually thinks pro boxing records mean nothing, because even after Devin's loss, he's been out here talking like it never happened. And while his vocalness since his son's loss may be a good reflection of his mentality of life as a battle of wins and losses, his vocal tendencies have been deemed by many as irritating and disgraceful.
Good morning. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. We outside when we winning.
Well, one person who hasn't found Bill Haney's ridicule of Floyd Mayweather's boxing career funny is Gervonta Tank Davis. Of the many proteges of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Gervonta Tank Davis is one special one that Mayweather has been unblushing about. His relationship with Mayweather was from the very beginning of his career, and he was closely monitored and groomed like Kermel Moton is today.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys.
And following Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather's altercation, Gervonta Tank Davis was quick to not only come in the defense of Mayweather, but he also has some trolls and taunts to hurl at Bill Haney. Responding to a tweet of the video showing Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather exchanging words, Gervonta Davis said, "Only an undefeated champ knows the worth of being undefeated. You lost it days ago, and you don't know anymore." This was some hard-to-swallow shots for Bill Haney from Tank Davis. He claimed Bill Haney had lost the honor he had for invincibility because his son lost it already. And truly, Bill Haney did honor invincibility in the past. "My son is the best in the world. He's conquered the lightweight division. He was undisputed and is still undefeated. Mayweather passed him the torch, and he's coming for his record. It's the Devin Haney era," Bill Haney said some time ago before his son's first loss against Ryan Garcia. Sadly, his son's loss has not only made him disregard the status, but it's taken him as far as disregarding one of the greatest and most successful boxers in history. And rightly, Gervonta Tank Davis has come for him. Well, this isn't the first time Gervonta Tank Davis and the Haneys have had an altercation, and it's almost expected that Bill Haney's comeback wouldn't be for Mayweather, but for Tank Davis.
They ready to go to 40, bro.
Inside the weight classes, when we move, just like niggas is moving now,
brother.
Gervonta Davis and the Haneys have never been in each other's good books, and over the years, they've not failed to call out themselves, especially over the issue of a fixed bout between both of them. While they tried planning a rematch with Kambosos, Bill Haney took some time to chat about an ongoing social media beef between Gervonta Tank Davis and his son. The elder Haney, who is clearly a man about his business, made it a point to call out how Tank and Mayweather Promotions had no issue with sending shots their way through social media and otherwise, but somehow never seemed to actually call for a fight. Bill Haney said, "Well, I was hearing somebody saying we weren't getting money. Somebody said something about somebody getting 5 times the money. Well, I can't tell, can you? Because if Tank is getting 5 times the money, why isn't he taking care of his coaches 5 times better than Devin takes care of his people? Hello? Yeah, they need to stop that money talk for real." Bill then moved from just Tank to fire shots at the whole of Mayweather Promotions, including Pretty Boy. You see what it is? It's DHP, in a co-promotional situation with Top Rank, and everybody's acting like they're confused about it. When we were with Eddie, and Eddie made the announcement that we were on our own, that we're promotional free agents to do whatever. I mean, you didn't hear nothing. So everybody talking about this Top Rank shit, stay out of our business and make the fight if you're trying to make the fight. Other than that, we're just gonna keep on pushing and doing what we're doing, period.
Right? Then who can deny that? Whether what I say to Tank or what I say to Leonard, who gives a? Really? Do you care? No.
He continued, "We don't ever say anything about old boys. It's the people that say that that's what they want to see. So, out of respect for the people, we say, okay, but it ain't nothing special to me about him per se. But it is very special about his fans and the people that pay for the sport, and we take that very, very seriously. They do everything but say let's fight. I mean, do we need to give any explanations when they're going back and forth with Ryan Garcia, or you have a fighter like Isaac Cruz that nobody knows about becoming a name off of what he did to you? There's so many different scenarios that they say, but the one thing that you never hear them say is let's fight now, not tune up, not when you get a belt, not after you get out of the contract. No, I said now. You don't hear that. And in another situation, after Haney became the World Boxing Council super lightweight champion by defeating Prograis. In the aftermath of this victory, it emerged that Haney rehydrated up to 165 pounds on the night of the fight, whereas Prograis was 156.8 pounds. This seemingly led Davis to fire shots at Haney's relationship with Snack, a sports nutrition company founded by Victor Conti, who served time in prison in 2005 after pleading guilty to conspiracy to distribute steroids and money laundering. Conti has since insisted he is no longer involved in any such activities and is now a vocal anti-doping advocate on social media. Regardless, Davis tweeted, "Get that Snack idiot out of boxing." Did he or did he not get caught cheating before? Them Snack people? Conti replied, "In my opinion, it's important for Gervonta Davis to learn the facts about Devin Haney and Snack. We've worked together for about 10 fights now. Devin has done stringent VADA testing for each fight. The Balco case was 20 years ago. I have been an outspoken anti-doping advocate ever since." Davis continued by replying to a fan and promising he would one day fight Haney. Tank tweeted, "When I go get them, I promise my soul guy's not gonna like what I'ma do to little buddy." Haney then went on a tirade of his own and said, "Tank is a fool. He scared me to death. He always says he want to fight when I have a fight lined up already. Well, now I'm free. Let's make it happen." Haney added, "Mario Barrios was working with Snack too. What's the problem now? I didn't beat Regis by throwing my weight around or bullying him. I beat him off skills. I've been doing that same thing for years, just killing myself to gain weight. The world said I was pillow-fisted. No, once I move up and I'm actually healthy, you all got every excuse in the book." Davis again fired back at Devin Haney, and this time, the shot was also targeted at Bill Haney. "I promise you, your father is gonna cry for what I'ma do to you, and that's on my dead homie. Your best bet is to enjoy it while you can. Devin Haney, you're my dog." Haney finally replied, "Let's make it happen. I'm free." But while the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Bill Haney has not happened, what has happened is that Bill Haney showed up on an Instagram live session with legendary Floyd Mayweather and made mockery of him, trolling and taunting him repeatedly before Gervonta Davis came up with his response. But let's take a look at the other things Bill Haney said to the legend. You need some help? Mayweather asked the freshly wounded Haney toward the close of their video chat. You needed some help the other night. If Devin needs me, I'm gonna be there for him. Anytime I help Devin, it's total love. Period.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations.
While that led to the pair laughing as the conversation ended, and Mayweather urging Haney to call him for a private chat, there was tension earlier. Haney told Mayweather he didn't appreciate Mayweather seeming to refute a comment that Devin Haney had previously gotten the better of Mayweather in some sparring. The 50-0 boxing icon responded by jestingly congratulating Haney on his son being undefeated in the gym, jabbed at Devin's loss against Garcia, and implied that he, Mayweather, is undefeated in professional boxing competition. Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congrats, Mayweather said. What's my record under the lights? To that, Haney responded, you're 50-0 with that boxing stuff. That doesn't mean nothing in the streets. Few can talk to Mayweather that way, but the retired fighter stayed on the call, hashing it out. Mayweather, 47, pressed Haney to reveal why he felt wronged by the 5-division champion who counted victories over greats, including Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, and Juan Manuel Marquez, while performing in the 4 most lucrative pay-per-view fights of all time. Do something for the streets. If you don't do something for the streets, you're a trashy guy and no legend to anyone, responded Haney, after recently complaining on social media that Mayweather hadn't financially contributed to a mutual friend's funeral. Mayweather said he takes pride in removing himself from the streets and used his father, Floyd Sr.'s past trouble there, as motivation to pursue a better life. But then Haney said, I just saw your kids on the streets. Mayweather responded, when kids get to a certain age, they're gonna do what they wanna do. And when they don't wanna listen, you disconnect.
I learned from my dad not to even be in the streets. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburbs, Bill.
Haney said he's looking out for the Mayweathers and also insinuated that money doesn't assist his children financially, adding that he, Bill, has previously helped them out. Money opined that adult children are free to make their own decisions and pointed out that he's helped Devin and would help him in the future too. You don't even say thank you for that. Mayweather pushed to understand where they go from here, said, Bill, is your ultimate goal for our kids to go to the next level? Or is your goal for us to go against each other? He asked. A bit later, Haney said, I'm not going to keep rapping with you. You know what time it is. To that, Mayweather offered the support to Devin Haney and asked for the follow-up call, to which Haney appeared to be joking by saying no, laughing heartily at what may prove a healing exchange.
Anytime I ever talked to Devin and helped him, Devin, guess what? It was all total love. Period.
It don't sound like that.
It was. It was off love. Period.
It don't sound like that.
But you know that.
Some fans lambasted Bill Haney, with one ex-user noting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. came across as mature, whereas Haney simply appeared to be a hater. Multiple netizens opined that Haney is envious of money's success. One fan wrote, Bill Haney is hater? I see why Ryan Garcia had his son on skates. Others joked about the conversation being hilarious, akin to a squabble among friends' relatives. One fan alleged that Mayweather hurt the Haneys behind the scenes and irked the older Haney. Another ex-user opined that Money, a boxing promoter and entrepreneur, probably wants to promote Devin Haney. With a lighthearted take, a fan tweeted, they gotta be cousins, Floyd Mayweather. And the Haneys haven't been all cool lately, as they've had several altercations in recent times, especially regarding the proposed fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. But they also had a viral controversy in the build-up to the fight against Ryan Garcia, only that Floyd Mayweather relatively remained silent while the issue was raising heats. Ryan Garcia had accrued the leakage of the sparring videos in his custody between Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather, and the Haney weren't having any of it. In a tweet that went viral, Devin had this to say about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd's been hanging for a long time. This ain't just started. I held my tongue for years because I respect the greats of the sport, but dude is a bona fide hater, don't want to see nobody win if he is not a part of it. I know he sent Ryan the sparring. You know he gave Ryan those pimp comments to say. Miserable old man tried to stop the fight. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy he revealed himself to the world. Bill Haney wasn't left out as well. Bill has proven to always prefer to be on camera, and in a recorded interview he said, "But it ain't gonna work, Floyd. It ain't gonna work." He could have shown the sparring video of him and Devin, and it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I told him. He finally decided that he could no longer be in the boxing ring with no real fighters. Devin's the one that stamped that. He knew the torch had to be passed, and he passed it to Devin. It was either force or it is what it is right now.
Should have showed the sparring video of him and Devin. Yeah. What? Now, why he's showing all that sparring video? Yeah, show the sparring. And it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I told him.
He then introduced everyone to the new era, the Devin Haney era. It's the new era. It's the Devin Haney era. And Floyd's hanging on to the Floyd Mayweather era so hard. This is the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather shit is over, man. It's over with.
Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it. Listen, y'all just scared to say it, but I'm not. I believe in my son. I've been watching him do it, you know what I mean, against.
And that's all for now. Do you foresee another layer of exchange between Floyd Mayweather and Bill Haney? Or perhaps Gervonta Davis and Bill Haney? Let's know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video and turn on notifications to get alerted when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.